What's up, motherfuckers? This is Jonny C from Duress, and you're watching After the Breakdown.
Today, I'm listening to a song from a band called Duress. The homie Johnny hit me up. He sings for the band. He said, bro, I want you to hear this shit. So we want you to hear it. This song is called Chains. See what you think.
Social bridges that you have built with disdain and refrain from these goddamn vikings, holding on to pieces of the shattered passing like glass, forever broken and bound by these things. By these things. By these things. Burying a world of sin, represents all of these hiding voices. All lost, no gain, death to the world with the best one choices. Nothing's running one with the wound. A fucking parasite straight from the world, and it goes around in this constant cycle. But it's still weighing me down as the years keep passing me by. All lost, no gain, no more pain, with the foot in the grave. Break these chains. No more looking back. This curse is stupid. I'm in my own fucking way. It's time to break free. Toss the bridges that you have built with disdain and refrain from all these goddamn vikings, holding on to pieces of the shattered past and like glass, forever broken and bound by these chains.
Chains, Duress. Fucking badass.
All
What do you
right.
think? So Duress, they're from Manchester, New Hampshire.
Okay.
And like I said, fucking Johnny hit me up. He said, listen, we haven't played in like 10 years.
10 years. 10 years?
He's coming on. So I'm going to ask him all about it. 10 years is a fucking long time off. What made him want to come back?
Jesus, how old are we? 23
23.
years old.
But it's also like the dude, like I've been talking about before, Ricky Hoover. He sang for Suffocate, never wanted to do music ever again. People would ask him all the time, successful barber, doing his own thing.
Right.
When are you coming back to music? He said, no, fuck that. COVID hit. At home, can't cut hair. Let me get back into music.
Right.
So maybe that happened with, Johnny, and they fucking stuff. And also, I want to know about like unbelievable fucking sound quality in this. Like this song was fucking awesome.
It
Like,
really
the whole-
was.
The whole EP is fucking, but like this, Dude, fantastic job. I really fucking dig this song. I dig the whole EP. I'm super fucking glad that he hit me up. It was like, yo, listen, fucking check this shit out.
Yeah.
Fucking absolutely. Fucking one thing led to another. Fucking EP's out. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. My first thoughts on it, it just fucking right out the gate. It just right out the gate. It just pretty much punches you right in the face, which I appreciate that. I like when things start off with a bang. And then it just the whole time just grasps you and just doesn't let go. You know what I mean?
No, it was
just
solid. Yeah.
keeps hitting the whole way. You got two-step breakdowns, build-ups, total package.
Yeah,
And,
everything was involved in there. Everything
everything.
was involved. And as soon as the song started, it was just like, I got this, like, it was hostile. It was just like,
exactly,
hostile.
dude.
You're just
Yes,
kinda like- you're like-
hostility.
you caught me right there. I'm
Definitely.
engaged. And there was a lot of like, I'm not too familiar with like the hardcore stuff because like the more breakdowns that I personally listened to was like the deathcore type chuggy.
Yep.
I love hearing these breakdowns like this though every once in a while, and these breakdowns were awesome. I loved it here, and this had a little bit of everything, and little gang vocals, I believe, in the beginning.
The EP it packs it all: gang vocals, guest vocals.
And you've listened to the whole thing?
I've listened to it front to back, probably 5 or 6 times.
No
now.
shit.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check that.
Definitely a big fan.
Yep.
Like I said, Spotify. You guys can listen to this shit, and YouTube, fucking wherever you can fucking listen to music. But we're gonna have Jonny on, and he's gonna be on next, and fucking catch you guys after the breakdown. Let's go. All right, guys. After the breakdown, here, Jonny Duress. They're from Manchester, New Hampshire. We just listened to the song Chains. Oof. We fucking
Yeah, that
love
song's
that
sick.
song. The fucking whole EP has been a fucking banger. We
Much
just want
thank
to,
you,
we
much
just
thank
want to
you.
ask you a couple questions. You mentioned to me that it's been a 10-year hiatus, dude.
Yep.
And I want to know, like, what made you want to get back into, playing music and
It's pretty crazy. It's like once you catch that bug of like playing music and fronting a band, I think in fronting in general, right? When you have that that drive where you want to lead the band, so to speak, it's really hard for it to just vacate you completely. The last band went on a great run. We had decent amount of fans, had played some great shows, whatever. Things just, it's tough. I'm kind of like I'm a tyrant, so to speak, when it comes to being a musician. I can be really hard to work with. I've gotten better over the years. But it was a bug that just never went away. So every single time I tried to just throw my vocals on a track, when a friend would be like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? It's just something that never left me. So it was, it was rough. And then for my drummer, who was in the other band with me, for him and I have both been on hiatus for 10 years. He's the one that actually came to me with the idea of being in this project. So he sent me a song, was like, there's a bunch of people trying out, but I figured I'd want you to throw your name in the ring because I liked making music with you. So I went down to my basement, recorded the track, sent it to him, and he was like, yeah, I don't even want to have anybody else try out. Like, we're going to get you in. So
Sick.
that's where it started. And we recorded the original edition of End of Days. It's on Spotify. And it's been a year of us writing and putting this demo together, and now it's finally out, which is awesome.
It's heavy as shit. Now, are you guys all from New Hampshire?
We are all from, actually, no, sorry, don't let me say, because if John hears this and I say he's from New Hampshire, he'll probably kill me. My bass player actually lives in Lowell.
Nice.
So and there's no denying it. He has like the no R's like you guys. So if I say he's from New Hampshire, I'm gonna get my shit chopped off. So he is from Lowell.
Nice.
fucking awesome, dude. Awesome. Fucking you guys recorded the EP locally?
Yeah, we Sean, my drummer, actually has like this I don't know what to classify them as. They're like kind of like a slam / metalcore project going on.
Nice.
Called Parameters in Manchester. And those guys have been recording for, it sounds fucked up, but they've been recording for 7 years, like trying to put together an album. So it's like a concept album, but they don't really do it. They don't have an intention of playing shows. They don't, they want to take their time and put this record together. So the vocalist and guitar player from that band essentially offered their services to record us. So we were like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
So we recorded that demo track, did some lay downs of demo tracks, and then we went in and just recorded the full EP.
Dude,
Nice.
That production was awesome, huh?
it's legitimately perfect. It sounds so.
It sounded
Thank you
so
so
good.
much.
So I was listening to it on the way home. And I had, I got the system in my car, dude. It sounded fucking pissing.
Thank you so much. Those guys are awesome. They're actually, so we were the first band that they ever recorded full band.
Oh, that's cool.
So they're now going to take on clients to like record records for.
Yeah,
us.
they definitely did a very, very good job.
A lot of work. Those guys put a lot of time and money into it. I think for our demo alone, they put over 100 hours.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it sounds absolutely magnificent. You can tell
Thank you.
how
I
much
appreciate
went into
that
it.
so much. Appreciate that so much. The record is just, it was a long time coming through struggles and everything. I mean, like a year. Normally it doesn't take that long to record a record. But a year. And finally it was like, you know what, when it was all said, it's kind of bittersweet. I'm a studio musician, I'd rather be in the studio every day if I could. So it's when I finally found out it was coming to an end, I was like, oh man, like so happy that the material's coming out, but it sucks because I want to record more. So now I've got to force them all to write.
Yep, exactly.
Write more.
Exactly. Now, you guys' style, it's like as soon as it starts off, it's in your face, it's heavy, it's got basically everything you can ask for: gang vocals, guest vocals,
Yes, it does.
breakdowns, lead ups. Like what were the bands that influenced that style? What in that sound?
So our guitar player is like he's big on your like New York style / West Coast style hardcore bands. So Backtrack, Expire, yeah, those are like the bands that he Trapped Under Ice, those are like the bands that he really flocks to. But we also we wanted to try something different. None of us have ever done like a straight up like just a hardcore record. We've all been playing like metalcore, and there's nothing wrong with that, trust me. I love it too, but we wanted to try to do something a little bit more to the roots, go like I personally love like Madball, Hatebreed, like Kicking It Back, Death Threat. Those are like my jams when I was young.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not a yeah, exactly. I'm not a young dude. So, kicking it back to when I was 11, 12, going to shows. Yeah, I wanted to kind of give back to that community. Hardcore has done more for me than I could ever repay. So,
fucking right.
Hell yeah.
Now, you said you love being in the studio and you're a studio musician. Now, what's some of your favorite things about being in the actual studio, about the process?
It's like being a chef, man. You're like taking all your ingredients, you're putting them together, and then you get that end result. It's the same exact thing for me. I love building something from the ground up and then seeing that finished product. Like, and there's so many different ways to do things, especially vocally. Like I've tried so many different things on this record that I've never done vocally before. So for me, it was like, okay, let me try doing like a mid-range low scream here and then hold it out as long as I can here. And it's awesome to see all these different little elements kind of like make a track come together. And then you're like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that, but that sounds rad. So let's fucking keep it, there's just a magic in the studio that you don't get. And I mean, they're all my bandmates. They're like, they want to play live. They love being live. And I don't mind playing shows, but if I had a choice, if somebody's like, you're going to play a show, you're going to be in the studio, I'm going to be in the studio. I love seeing that finished product.
Gotcha. Now, do you have a favorite song off this EP that is like your straightaway go-to if it's not number one, right? As the EP?
I will hands down. So it's tough because there's two that I like. The two last tracks that I recorded, which is funny because like I had such a tough time with these two, and I was like, I'm just not feeling them completely yet. Let me just get some lyrics and then we'll see how they go. No Compromise and Slander. Those are my two favorite tracks on the album. If I had to give it to one, it would probably be No Compromise.
Okay.
No Compromise is the one.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the last track that I recorded, and I'm like, it's my favorite on the record.
Oh shit!
Sure.
The last one ended up being the favorite. That was funny how that goes, huh?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, for the lyrics wise, did you write the lyrics?
So I did for 4 of the 5 tracks. So the Old Wounds was written by Josh, who is also featured on the track. I had with this record through again a whole year. I had a real tough time with writer's block. And Justin and Justin wrote the lyrics. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Justin wrote the lyrics and Josh recorded it for us. But he's also a vocalist as well. So, and he likes to write a lot. So I was having a hard time. He's like, hey, let me just throw something down on paper and let's see if it works. So that song went through 2 iterations. We actually did one iteration, which was more like, I don't know if you could tell, a lot of my style is very hip hop influenced. So I had a hip hop vibe, New York style hardcore vibe throughout the whole entire track. And it just wasn't there yet. So we had to do like some things to change it up. But yeah, so 4 out of the 5 songs minus the intro I wrote. And then Justin ended up writing Old Wounds.
Awesome. Great. Fuck yeah. Okay, now the name Duress. What went into coming up with that? Was that a one-man effort or was that collective?
So I'll fill you in on a little secret that hopefully it doesn't get out too far. I'm a fucking nerd. I am the biggest fucking nerd you'll ever meet in your entire life. And I spend a good portion of my years playing Magic the Gathering. So one of my favorite cards and one of my favorite color in Magic will be black, hands down, all anytime. But one of my favorite cards in art wise was a card Duress.
Okay.
And
I'm sure a lot of
it
people
just seemed to fit with the style. So we just went with it. Well, it was either that or Foretold. Those were the 2 names that we were kind of tossing up. And Duress just seemed to fit. So we just kept it. And yeah, I mean that's the easiest way to explain it. I'm just a fucking nerd, dude. I play a lot of fucking card games and
yeah. Okay, well dude, we don't want to take up too much of your time. So what is the future of Duress look like? Touring, shows, maybe some more new music?
Good question. So most of us are like, we're old dudes, man. We're old hardcore dudes. We've got families. We work full-time jobs. So touring just doesn't seem to be it's not going to be in the cards for most of us. Most of us have kids, you know, we work, we're foremans on jobs, you know, it's just that kind of shit. Shows are definitely something that we would love to do. There's so many good bands, like you have Born from Demise, you have Clock Out, Sick Minds, Hard Target. There's so many good bands in Massachusetts. Like we would love to hop on as many bills with those guys as possible. I mean, Death Before Dishonor, we tried to get on a show with them on Friday.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was played like 3 shows this weekend. I was I almost went out tonight to Alchemy in Providence. That's where they're playing.
Yeah, it's so worth it because they're so fucking good. Those guys,
yeah, no,
have just been doing it for so long.
I'm lucky enough to call Frankie and Brian friends of mine. They're I've loved them since I was a little kid.
Hell yeah, no, those are good dudes. But yeah, shows are a definite. We would love to play shows. Like if anybody out there wants to put us on shows, fucking put us on shows.
If you guys come down, there's if any of you guys can make it down November 26th, I think it is Black Friday. The dudes from Gatekeeper Jam, like, go talk to them. They can put you on a show in Brockton. They get to VFW. They've been booking shows there. There's a ton of shows coming up over there, by the way, guys. Yeah, we're fucking dying to play. Like it's been a long time coming. Once the record was done, the first thing we were like was like, oh, what fucking show can we get thrown on? But the problem is up here, it's like you can get thrown on a bill with a bunch of bands that sound nothing like you, and then your first show is just a bust. So we've been really selective about not just jumping on a show just because. We want to jump on a show with dudes that we know, for one, hold it down. For 2, are at least in the same genre, because we don't want to jump on a slam show and we're a hardcore band. It's just not going to go over well. Not that we have any disrespect towards those bands. We just don't fit. That shit never works.
That's why I like that answer. That's great.
Exactly.
But yeah, shows, touring's a no-go. Shows are a definite. And then we are writing material right now. So we have some new stuff coming. We're probably going to try to find somebody to do a split with. Okay. Yeah, so we've got some stuff in the pipeline. We're just a machine, man. We're not gonna stop. We're just gonna keep going.
Love that. I dig it. I love it. I love when fucking bands just keep pumping out new music all the time. Don't fucking stop. Let's go.
No reason to, man. If you got the fucking steam in the tank, man, just fucking do it.
Keep rolling.
Do it.
That's it. I fucking love that. All right, guys. So we got Jonny Duress, new EP out now. Fucking go check it out. We fucking loved it, and we know you guys will too.
All right, motherfuckers. Thank you for listening
Thanks,
to After
bud.
the Breakdown. With that, I'm fucking
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. Fucking awesome.